Okay, tonight's dinner is probably, no, not probably. It's something we all have in our house. Uh, we this is a quick, easy meal, but it does take time to cook. Um, all you're going to need: some potatoes, some chicken. I got about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast from the other day from when I made what we call puppy chicken, and this is optional. Cheese. If you got this, you have a nice dinner coming. Now, we haven't really named it yet, or I haven't found anything that's like this that has a name, but we're just calling it a chicken potato bake. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we go. But this is all you need. That's it. And well, maybe some salt and pepper. But that's it. That's all there is. Let's get to heating up those pots. Okay, here we go. I've already peeled up a bunch, just enough for my casserole. We'll talk about that when we get there. Here's the chicken that I was thawing out. It's already thawed. Thank goodness my knife wants to cut today. And I'm going to cut these down into chunks. I'll show you in a bite-sized pieces, I guess. Probably equal to the sizes I cut over there. Oh, talked about my knife too soon. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this chicken just down into bite-sized pieces. Oh, it's giving me a problem now, right? Let me just sharpen my knife real quick. All right. So about like that, bite size. Now I cut potatoes just about the same. Okay, some are smaller, some are bigger, but they're about that size. So that's, oop, I put the chicken back in there. It's going in there anyway, so it doesn't matter that it's raw and I have the two in my hand. They're going to be cooking in the same pot anyhow. I just want to season them separately a little bit. And that that baking dish that I have over there is not going to be able to handle what I'm putting in it, so I had to get another pan out. So anyway, I'm going to real quickly slice this meat up, and hopefully I don't slice my finger in the interim. Too many for me to cut through. Cut through two at a time. If it's any longer than that. All right, so I'm going to cut this up and we'll be right back. All right, so I got a lot of the meat cut up into, grabbed the wrong knife, into bite-sized pieces. I'm sorry about the sniffling, but whew, this fluctuation in the temperatures here in Jersey and my allergies are crazy. All right, so that's the chicken cut up in butt size. Ah, that's funny. It would be my butt. It's small. I don't have a butt. I got a back and a crack. All right, that's enough of that. All right, so we're just going to season it. Oh, shoot. I don't want to touch it with my hands. I'm going to season the meat. As I always say, season your meat. Season it well because it's going to go in these potatoes, and the seasoning will get swallowed up with the potatoes. Potatoes can take a lot of salt. Come on. This is just paprika. Salt, pepper, and put a little bit of paprika in it. You don't, well, seasoning salt. You don't need it. Regular table salt and pepper is fine. We need a greased dish. I'm just massaging this in a little bit to get it all over the chicken. My dish is off to the side here. I had another dish out, but it'll be all right once it cooks down a little bit. But right now, it's too small. So what I'm going to do with my hand that's clean is I'm going to spray the dish down over here. Okay. I'll bring that over here now. Okay. So there you go. Now I have potatoes over here cut up. Can't tell you how many. I can tell you it was probably half, maybe not quite half of a 5-pound bag. But these you're going to have to season, salt and pepper season, and then move them around. And then you're going to add the chicken. This is going to get table salt. And it really can take a lot of salt. I'm going to even add more once I get this in the pan. Now I got some Yukon Gold and some regular old russet potato there. I think I have enough pepper. When they say with the potatoes, when you think you have enough salt, add some more. Seasoned salt isn't that salty. Oops. All right, I'm going to put this in, and we're going to cover it and put it in the oven. Now, this is the long part. It's going to take about an hour and a half to cook. I'm going to put it in the oven, covered, for about 60 minutes, and then we're going to do uncovered for the final 30 minutes, and then I'm going to add some cheese in. I forgot to put the cheese in here. Let me get it. All right, so that's on there. I'm going to add a little seasoning salt on the top because we already had a lot of salt, and paprika. We're going to put this in the oven. I'm going to cook it for an hour like this, and then a half hour uncover when I come back to add the cheese, and that's when I'll take out Eric's. But there you go. That's it. That's all. That's dinner. All righty. First 60 minutes is done. Let me uncover it, and I'll show you what's going on. All right, here we are at this point. Now, if I was cooking it in a household that did not have food allergies, I would have added the cheese in the beginning. But since I have a household with food allergies, I cooked it 90% of the way together, took some out for Eric, and now I'm going to mix the cheese in. You could skip this step if you don't have food allergies or you're not adding cheese. So I'm going to put some cheese on it right now for Eric first. I have to grab that though. All right, so I did Eric's really quick. I just threw some of his whatever cheese on there, some American, some cheddar, and a little bit of mozzarella, the plant-based cheese that he used. I am all out of my mixed cheeses, but I got this giant bag of cheddar cheese, so that's what I'm going to use. Now this is still frozen, but it's going to go in the oven for a half an hour, so it's going to be aight. And we have to get a shirt, Yasmin, that says IGHT, because I say it all the time. It'll be aight. All right, so we're just going to throw some cheese on that puppy, put it back in the oven for a half an hour still. We still got a half hour to go, but I wanted to get it most of the way through before it, oops, I almost dropped cheese in Eric's. Ooh, wouldn't that be a bad thing? Okay, so this is going back in the oven, 30 minutes uncovered. We'll be back. All righty. Oh, how do you turn this off? This is like I can hear it crackling away. It smells divine. I don't know how else to describe it. It smells really good. I think I'm going to like crack open a can of, or or something. Green beans or something with some color on it because it just needs some color. But yeah, we're going to get this to the table. All the cheese melted. What's not to like about potato and chicken and cheese? What's not to like about that? And Eric's was right. Ooh, I touched the pan, burnt my hand. Right over here. I don't want to touch it. But his doesn't look as good as ours because his cheese doesn't melt the same. But that's just the deal he was dealt. All right, I'll be back when it's time to taste. Okay, Eric, you're miles away from me, it looks like, but not really, just across the table. So, try it.
It's like average green bean.
Average green bean, all right. Green bean, garlic, and butter. Like it?
Yeah. This is really good.
Awesome. Now, you could add your sour cream or salsa or something like that, but I thought it would be good just like that. What do you think? Either or?
Yeah.
All right. There's that good cheesy bake. All right. I'll be back when it's time for the wrap-up. Final thoughts. It definitely would have been better with the bacon, but we didn't miss it because I didn't even realize until I was watching the video that I never put the bacon in. So anyway, please like and subscribe and leave a comment.